Hi there, welcome to another Plan With Me with Erica D. I am here to share my love of planning in an organized life and to do it in a creative way and play with stickers and boxes and highlighters and all that. So I am here to plan today for the week of September 9th through the 15th, and I'm doing it in my classic Happy Planner that I've already taken off the discs. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of pre-planning with some post-it notes. And yeah, so let's just get started. So I plan chronologically, and so I'll just start with Monday, and I'm gonna start at the bottom actually. We have a shot and a trash that has to happen every Monday night. It's the night we put our trash out and the night that one of my family members has to take a shot for a chronic illness, and so I always want to mark that. I always try to do it with like a smaller sticker, so I found this yellow student book and these small stickers, so you can see that I pre-decorated my book. I forgot to mention that. I pre-decorated this back in July because as a teacher I don't always have time to do it in the school year. So I pre-decorated this. I honestly had no reason to pick the light blue and black theme. I just really liked it. I thought it was pretty. It was in one of the books, and so I went with it. So because of that, I'm kind of sticking with this color scheme that I chose a few months ago, and so I found this light blue sticker that's not too large that I think I can fit the word shot and trash into, and so I'm just going to put that at the bottom. I wonder if there are two. That's not really the right kind of blue. See, I could have used this as well and just like use some white out and over the to-do. Maybe I'll do that. That could be kind of cute. I've never used a completely square one. Maybe I'll try to put that back in. I don't always have luck putting these guys back in their space. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe I'll do this one. So I'm going to take this one that says to do, and it's a square, and I'm going to put it here. Yeah, that'll do. I'm going to put it right in the middle. I don't center things a lot. I usually like to offset them, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this white out that I find if I try to use it first time it doesn't work, so I have to kind of get it started. I'm just going to white out where it says to do, and I bet that shows up really glaringly on the screen on the video, but in reality it kind of disappears, and once I add the pen and I write trash and shot night in there, it's going to virtually disappear. Alright, so that's the first thing, and as you saw, I took that post-it and moved it to next week because it is a reoccurring event that happens every week. Alright, my daughter will also have cross-country practice on Monday. So yeah, she has a cross-country meet on Monday, and so I have made my own stickers that are just these teeny little hexagons, and they have the cross-country sign. These are really easy to make on your Silhouette software. I assume they're just as easy on the Cricut software. The hardest part is matching colors. This is not even a perfect blue to this. I'll show you what happens. This is like one of the colors you can just kind of choose automatically, and it came out way too turquoise, and so I have this wasted sheet, and that bothers me. This came out closer. I could have tried again and gotten it even closer, but it's close enough for me. But it does bug me a little bit that what you see on the screen doesn't match how it prints. I wish I knew how to calibrate something to make it work better. But anyway, long story short. Normally I've just been using the sticker and writing the time by it, but I really miss things being boxed. So I'm going to use, this is just the Colorful Boxes book. I'm going to use it with my stickers this week. It just makes me happier. So this blue here, I think these two are the same. And if they're not, they're close enough. So I'm going to use this to mark cross-country practice. So I'm just going to start it right there. Don't know why I'm being so particular, but I kind of want that and that even. And then I'm going to stick this little cross-country dude. Could put it right there in the center or up here, as if it matters that much. But I'm going to go up here. So I'm going to offset it a bit. and do like that. And then I'll just write the time right there. And as you can see, she'll have cross country every day, so I could just go ahead and fill that in. I think I will actually. So I'm going to do Wednesday the same way with the blue box and the black hexagon. As you can see, I always make extra hexagons for cross country since they have it so often. I never know what color I'm going to use the most of. Okay, and then they usually don't have practice on Friday, so that's why there's no post-it there. And then I have Tuesday and Thursday practice, and I think there are black, yep, black stickers in here. And I can do the same thing, the black sticker, but a light blue hexagon. I'll do that more down here so it doesn't get confused with that box. And I can put this up here, do that right there, and my light blue cross country hexagon. Okay, nice, love it. So then I can move all of these cross country post-its to next week for when I get to planning that one. And this one goes over here, which is off screen from you. There we go. All right. Monday there is also a meeting for my daughter. So I'm gonna go ahead, I've got a light blue and a light blue here, so I'm gonna make that a black box. I could use the boxes here, or I could use one of these boxes that I made. I think I'm gonna use one of the boxes that I made. Since I made it, I might as well, right? I just kind of have a habitual amount of boxes that I make. I don't count them or anything. I figure if I need more, I'll find something in a sticker book. So she will have her meeting here. It's sort of an evening thing, so I'll move it down here. And I can write that in, the time and location there, because it's one of those things that kind of changes every week. All right. I didn't put a post-it here, but I'm looking at my Google Calendar that's on my computer screen over there, and I can see that I have a faculty meeting after school on Tuesday. So I will go ahead and do that. I'll make that. I'm going to save that. I'm going to use my rounded light blue box that I made. Again, I could use one out of the color story box or book, but since I have this made already. So her cross-country practice starts right after school. My faculty meeting is also right after school, so I'll keep it right up there, and I'll write the time and location there for my faculty meeting. Sometimes a little bit of stickiness seeps out when you use the Xyron sticker maker. You can get one of these things, which is like an adhesive remover, and remove it. Or honestly, I don't have, yeah, I do. Can use an eraser, and that gets it too. And I always use a white eraser, just because I don't know if you've found this, but sometimes when you use an eraser, some of the color from the eraser can stay on your paper, and so if you use like the pink eraser, that can stay there, but if you use a white pencil eraser, it takes off the adhesive just fine. So these are neat, but you can also just use a white pencil eraser. Okay, Tuesday we'll probably have lots of to-dos, so I will leave that blank. Actually, no. Here you can see that I marked when I decorated the sticker books that kind of have this light blue color. So Color Story and Simply Lovely both have them, and I have those sitting here. This is the Simply Lovely, and I know it has checklists over here. I should have plenty of time on Tuesday, so I'm going to pick one of these longer to-do lists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of things to do. I think I'm going to cut that down a bit. I'm not going to kill myself trying to get 9 things accomplished. This has 5. 5 5. If I cut it by 5, I'll have 5 and then 4 left over. Maybe I'll just use, no, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I'm going to do the 6. 6 seems like a reasonable number of things to get done in one evening without making myself crazy. And if I don't fill them all out, if I only fill 3 of them out, then that's just how that was meant to be. That kind of cut right. Kind of straighten that out a little bit. Looks a little odd, but it'll work. All right, so I'm going to put my to-do list here. No, I'm going to put, yeah, I'm going to put it right here. Just going to kind of let it float a little bit. I'm going to put it over top of that box, actually. All right, so that'll be my to-do list, and I could use one of these to-do stickers over it, but I found that I don't like, I used them last week, a rounded one like that over top of this, and it just didn't flow for me. All right, so that is Tuesday. Wednesday is a busy day. My daughter will have dance practice. So I printed some dance shoes. I have a black and a blue, so I could do either color. So I'm just gonna go with, this is blue, so I'm gonna go with black. And I don't need to write much on this because it's mostly the same time each week and always in the same place. So I can just use a small box and just write the time in. Okay, there's dance. And I will move that to next week. And then there is choir practice. And since I used a black box there, I'm going to use the light blue on that. This isn't where that came from. That's kind of a more turquoisey blue, but it's kind of pretty. I sort of like it. Maybe I should have gone with that. What if I do? Will it look weird? Yeah, I'm just going to go with what I used before. See, I get myself all wrapped up in those little things that, honestly, once I start using it, I'd barely notice. So I need to just let go of that control some. So that will be choir practice, and so I just have this little music note. And luckily, I happen to make it black. Since I used a blue box, I did not predict I'd be doing that, but ta-da! Love it when you have a happy accident. I'll move this post-it to next week. All right, that is Wednesday. Thursday, oh my goodness, can you believe it? Besides cross-country practice, there's nothing on the calendar. That never, ever happens. That is wild. We may have to have like a family night that night. Oh, that is so cool. All right. On the 13th, I actually have a book club meeting. I'm kind of excited about it, to be honest with you. So I kind of want to mark it a little bit extra special. I haven't gotten to go to one. They've had a few meetings of this book club, and I haven't gotten to go to one yet because I've always had something else going on. So I'm like super pumped about getting to go. I even read the book. To be honest, I listened to the book, like an audio style, while we drove all the way from where I live to Boston to take my son to college, and then from Boston back, which was a total of 32 hours in the car. So I had plenty of time for conversation and book listening. So I read the book, really good book. It's called Great Small Things, Great Little Things, Little Great Things. Ooh, I'll look it up because it's worth reading. It's so good, and so timely right now. Maybe a little political, but it shouldn't be political. That's what bothers me. It shouldn't be. All right, so I'm going to put that and make it kind of a big sticker because I'm really excited about getting to go to that. So that will be my book club. I'll put the name of the person's house it's at, put the name of the book, not that I need to remember. Well, obviously I need to remember it. I don't even remember it now and I've read it. So I'll write that in there so I don't forget. All right, cool. Saturday, my daughter will have a cross-country meet. They always leave for those very early in the mornings. I was gonna just put that first thing, but I have this little cute sticker. It says hooray for the weekend. It's not really the right blue, But it's got a girl, and I have a girl here. I never use their squad girls, planner girls, whatever you call them. But I liked her. That would introduce that peach color that I don't really have anywhere else. This is kind of just a two-tone spread so far. But I do like it. I don't know. I wonder if there's a weekend banner in here. Yeah, I knew this was the one with these. I used one of these last week and I loved it. I think I'm gonna go with that. This is cute, but honestly, it's just the wrong blue. And it's got the peach, and I just don't want to add that. So I'm gonna use this. Weekend banners aren't essential, but if you've got them anyway, why not use them? So I will take this. Does that stretch all the way across? Yeah, it does. So I might end up losing the bows because of my black washi. But I still have the little puff balls, and I like those. All right, so as I said, cross-country meet in the morning. They will leave very early for that. I don't know the time yet. But I have made my sticker to be where they're going, when they leave, and when they're slotted to get back, which is never exact, of course, but it's a guesstimate. And so I will add that in with the pen. Also on Saturday, I'm kind of geeking out about this. There's a Scottish festival in a neighboring town that my husband and I might go to while my daughter's at the cross-country meet. I'm just kind of geeking out about it, and I'm so excited. Bagpipes and games and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. We may or may not go, but I'm gonna put it in. I'm walking over to my calendar to click to the next day, because even though the Happy Planner goes from Monday to Sunday, Google Calendar goes from Sunday to Saturday. So I had to go and switch so that I could see my Sunday's activities on here. All right, I'm just leaning over and looking. The Scottish Festival's still going on Sunday, so if we don't go on Saturday, we can go on Sunday. Maybe I should move that sticker over so it overlaps both, so I can remember it's both days. I think I can pull it up. It's not really a removable sticker, but if I get it early enough. I'm gonna do that so I remember that the Scottish Festival is both Saturday and Sunday. So if I don't make it on Saturday, I could go on Sunday. I have church, I have choir, I don't need to mark those. We do have a meeting after church. I'm gonna use a black box for that because I have a lot of blue in this corner already. It's just sort of a, not a big deal meeting, just a church business meeting kind of thing. I'll stick that there. So I can put the church meeting there. My daughter will have dance practice and violin. You can see that by my Post-its. So my remaining dance is a black sticker and violin is a blue sticker, so I want the opposite. So I need a light blue sticker first because chronologically dance comes first in the day. And that will be for dance. It really stretches like the whole day, but I usually move it to, I could put a quote there though. I'm not gonna put it as low as I usually do. So I'm gonna mark, this one is dance, right? It's hard to get stickers to stick to this glitter washi, but if you put the sticker I found on either side of the washi so it can really adhere to the paper next to it, it'll stay. So that's been my secret with that. Because if you've ever tried to stick a sticker, like this girl, that backpack sticks up. It doesn't stick well. In fact, I had to use glue on the backpack to get it to stay down. You just can't stick these stickers to the glitter washi. Glitter washi can go over the stickers, but not under. So again, if I want this to overlap, I need to put it on the paper on the side of the washi to get that to stay. Oh, my computer is bugging out over there. Did you hear it make a sound? That was so funny. I don't know what it's getting grumpy about. I think it thinks I'm trying to talk to it. That was funny. That was like Cortana or Alexa or whatever it is. Okay, so those are my plans for the week. I still have my PMP, planning and prep, which I need to move this to next week. Let me step over. Okay. I have been trying to do my planning and prep. I generally, before I started filming, I would always do it on Sunday. It actually worked really well for me because on Sunday night, I'm thinking about the whole next week. I'm preparing for the next week. And it was actually perfect. Now that I'm trying to film these, I'm assuming that people want to do what I do, which is watch a video while you plan so that you kind of feel like you're doing it with a friend. Is that pathetic? I don't know. It's what I do though. So I watch like Plan With Me's while I'm planning, and it makes me feel like I, am having a little planner meetup in my house. So if people are trying to do what I do, they'd want to have it done before the weekend. So I'm trying to plan so that I can post it Friday night so that it's there for Saturday if somebody were to want to actually plan with me, since that's what it's called. So I will have tons of time. Tell you what, I've been taking her to dance and not going to choir even though my husband goes. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself do my Plan With Me while she's at dance. So it doesn't say Plan With Me, it says PMP. This is left over from my Franklin planner days. I've been a planner for a long time, way before Happy Planner. And they do PMP, planning and preparation for the week. And I've just kind of kept that as my go-to way to talk about it and think about it. And this is just a little girl. So look, I do have two girls. She's from Pumpkin Paper Co. and had her custom made to look like me. Because, why not? All right, I have a few boxes left that I will keep in the back of my planner for the week for those things that inevitably come up that aren't planned quite yet. I have some extra cross-country stickers that I shouldn't need, but I'll just go ahead and stick them on there anyway. It won't kill me to carry them around. And then I have these two stickers, which will go on my work to-do list. Over here, I will have my home to-do list. This will be kind of my running to-do list for the week, and then I will, let's say it says take the dry cleaning in. I don't know what day I'll take the dry cleaning in yet, but then as the week progresses, I'll be like, hey, I'll have time to do that on Wednesday or whatever. And so I'll move dry cleaning over here. So it'll be on here twice, but that's okay. But this is my work to-do list. So this says to do at school, because I work at a school as a teacher. Excellent job, by the way. Love being a teacher. Okay, and then this is my to-do list for school that I'll do every week, and then I'll have plenty of space for the stuff that I will only need to do that week. So I'll just tear off the scrap here, throw that away, and put this in the back of my planner. Now I do have a little space down here that I could put a quote or something, so I'm going to look through these sticker books and see if there's something cute, fancy, quotey, something like that that matches and speaks to me. Oh, I love the weekend and it's light blue. Oh well, I like the pom-poms too. I guess it's a good thing that there are plenty and plenty and plenty of stickers. Like, these books could last you years. I feel like I go through them really fast, but in all honesty, they can last you for years. Except for this book. That one I go through very quickly. But first, coffee. She is the right color, and she is another girl. She's not exactly the right color, but it matches. No, I'm not going to do it. These are the days. That's the right color. But it doesn't speak to me right now. Make today great. That's the perfect color. And it, that's always a good message. Life is lovely. I haven't really brought any gold in, so I don't know if I want to do that. What is inspiring and speaks to me? Life is so lovely. Huh, that's cute. I like that. See, I'm keeping my finger in there to save it. And I think the rest of these are not. That remember could work, but it's not necessary. Alright, I think the rest of these are kind of nautical at this point. Okay, so I could go with Life is so lovely or Make today great. Probably a way to use both, but I'm not feeling it. I don't like to fill my page with stickers just for the fun of it. So I'm going to go with Make today great. I'm just going to stick it down here. Maybe I should have stuck it closer to the girl so that becomes a little vignette. Please pull up, please pull up, please pull up. If I wouldn't have pre-decorated, I could peel her up and make her overlap the sticker, but I don't think I can do that at this juncture. I think she's probably been down too long. Well, maybe. Nope, I just ripped her. Okay, she's not coming up. Sorry, girl. Okay, but I can put Make Today Great next to her and make her sort of a little vignette. Oh yeah, that's much cuter. Sorry, I peeled you up. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Okay, that, besides some to-do lists, is going to be my week. Maybe I should just go ahead and put a few down. Why am I hoarding my to-do lists? That seems silly, doesn't it? It's a silly thing to hoard. You can put another no, I'm going to have tons of time on Thursday, right? We already talked about that. There's nothing going on. Even if I make it a family night, I can get some things done. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't need 9 again. I'm going to do 5 this time. Sorry if my head's peeking into the camera. I'm going to go ahead and do a to-do list on Thursday. As you can see, I kind of ignore the horizontal lines. I don't care that they're there. I just go over them and pretend they're not there. I know a lot of people line their stickers up perfectly with them. I would rather they weren't there. I used to white them out with my old planner because they were much darker. With this, they're kind of that tan mushroom color, and so they faint enough that they don't bother me, but I did used to white them out every week. Okay, I'm gonna call this done. So thank you for watching with me. All I'm going to do now is add the pen and live my life for the week. So if you like this, give my video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I hope you have a great week and happy planning. Okay, so real life here. This is now 5 days after I recorded the first part of the plan with me that you just finished watching. You can tell it's a different day, different clothes. My fingernail polish has chipped off. But what has happened since I recorded the plan with me video is we have added a lot of plans to our week. And so now I need to get them in there. Now in real life, which this video is supposed to emulate, I wouldn't sit down with a sticker book again. I just kind of do it as I go. So I would use little post-its, and then when I had a moment, I would add the plans in. So what I'm going to do is grab a mild liner here. Don't really know which of these is going to match the best. So I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and test them out. No, it's mild liner. My daughter's arguing with that it's mid liner, but look, there's an L right there. Mild liner. She tried to whisper, you might have heard her. So actually both of these blues are kind of nice, and I think it might add character to use 2 different blues, so I'm going to use both of them. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is take off my work to-do list that I've started to add a few things to. And because I can and I'm at my workspace, I'm going to take these out. I mean, not that you can't take them out at other times too. You can, but I'm doing that right now. So the first thing I need to add is I forgot that we have parent-teacher conferences on Monday and Tuesday. I do teach at the middle school and the elementary. My elementary teacher likes to call it that I'm an elementary teacher who she loans out to the middle school for 2 periods a day. So I'm only 2/7 a middle school teacher. Therefore, I actually missed that being on the calendar somehow. But I do need to spend some time meeting with a few parents who have requested to meet with me. So I am going to go ahead and add that in, and I'm going to use the mild liners to do this. So I'm just going to make my own little colorful box here. And then with the other blue on the next day, just because. And this is going to be kind of a cramped up little box. I mean, I could put it down here, but I'm just going to put it here and let it be a cramped up little box, and life will go on. I'm going to add that in. So now I can add my middle school parent-teacher conference times in there. So off with that Post-it. Okay. Also, my husband's computer has broken down, so I'll go to my parent-teacher conferences, and then I'll get out of school, and we will go to Best Buy to take his computer in to the Geek Squad. He got the screen of death, as he calls it, and so we have to get that in. So I'm just going to add a box right under that one, because it'll be pretty much right after parent-teacher conferences, because those go pretty late. Then we will zip back to home, because we live really close to school, eat a little dinner, or maybe we'll eat out, I don't know. And there's a school board meeting. So I'm going to go back to this color again. Now the school board meeting is sort of two-part. We have our union gets together for our teachers union gets together for sort of a social time before the board meeting. And then we have the board meeting after. So I'm just going to divide that box like that. And that'll be for the union social and the school board meeting. And it doesn't leave much room for to-dos on Monday, but now that I've added all these Post-it notes, there is not going to be a lot of time for to-dos. All right, my husband has decided to, even though it's a little bit late, a bunch of people at the bunch of teachers at school want to have a fantasy football team or league, and so he has volunteered to run that. So they're going to do their draft at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to go ahead and mark that because it'll just remind me that he's not coming to bed for a while. He's going to be up pretty late that night doing his fantasy football draft. So I'll mark that with that. I don't think anything got added to Wednesday. I don't think anything got added to Thursday. But to Friday, we did add a doctor's appointment for my daughter. A follow-up from all the sickness she's been dealing with. And it will be pretty much right after school. So I'll put myself a colorful box with a mild liner right there. Okay. So now I can add all those in. Another thing you can do if you don't want to do colorful boxes is you can carry around a bunch of bullet stickers with you. I have just a few, that's not one. And you can just add things with that, or of course you can just write them in. I personally like events to be a little more clearly marked than to-dos. So I do have these that I keep in a pocket in the back of my planner, and so if I didn't have the mild liners around, I could just add some bullets for these new things that I've added and write next to them, but I can today, so I did. So hopefully this is really truly the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. a little bit late. A bunch of people at the lunch, bunch of teachers at school want to have a fantasy football team or league, and so he has volunteered to run that. So they're going to do their draft at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to go ahead and mark that because it'll just remind me that he's not coming to bed for a while. He's going to be up pretty late that night doing his fantasy football draft. So I'll mark that with that. I don't think anything got added to Wednesday. I don't think anything got added to Thursday. But to Friday, we did add a doctor's appointment for my daughter. A follow-up from all the sickness she's been dealing with. And it will be pretty much right after school. So I'll put myself a colorful box with a mild liner right there. Okay. So now I can add all those in. Another thing you can do if you don't want to do colorful boxes is you can carry around a bunch of bullet stickers with you. I have just a few, that's not one. And you can just add things with that, or of course you can just write them in. I personally like events to be a little more clearly marked than to-dos. So I do have these that I keep in a pocket in the back of my planner, and so if I didn't have the mild liners around, I could just add some bullets for these new things that I've added and write next to them, but I can today, so I did. So hopefully this is really truly the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it.